A vital component to roguelike game design is risk and reward mechanics. Pushing players into more precarious situations in which they must risk their entire run to gain immense reward truly pushes a roguelite to be its most dynamic. For our game, You Will Not Survive, we're building risk reward into the very fiber of our game. The primary way we deliver risk reward to the player is through our alignment system. This is our key mechanic in You Will Not Survive, and it's closely tied to our dash mechanic. Each time the player dashes, they will change alignment between the serpent, purple, and Agora, gold. Each enemy in You Will Not Survive also has an alignment, so each enemy will be either purple or gold. Being the opposite color will allow you as a player to deal twice as much damage, but you will also receive twice as much damage. This is a huge risk, allowing you to really lay in on enemies, but you will also take a ton of damage and possibly lose your run if you get too reckless. Being the same alignment as an enemy, so if you're purple and they're purple, you'll deal 1 times the damage, so that you'll just deal flat normal damage to that enemy, but you'll be able to absorb enemy bullets of that same color. So a purple enemy will shoot purple bullets, and if I am also purple, I will absorb those bullets, and by absorbing those bullets, I will also charge my ultimate attack. It becomes kind of a juggling game of if you want to deal twice as much damage, or if you're charging your ultimate, or you're trying to avoid a massive bullet hell in that exact moment. It's all up to you when to attack and go all out and 2 times damage, or to hold back and absorb power and unleash it with an ultimate attack. Second to our alignment system is how we reward players for their performance in game. After a player clears a stage, you're going to be rated on how fast you were able to clear enemies and if you took damage. If you're able to clear a room in a certain amount of time without taking damage and clearing a special objective, you'll have 4 items to choose from when going to pick your upgrade at the end of a stage. Conversely, if you get hit and you're not able to clear the stage fast enough, you're going to have less items to choose from. We're trying to push players to play fast and smart at the same time. Kind of outside of that central game loop, we're going to have our NPCs. And each NPC will have a unique mechanic built into them. That's either a trade-in or a trial. Each trade-in or trial comes with something that the player has to give up or risk in order to get a reward. That could just be a random item that's taken from your inventory without you having a choice, or that could be a challenge that you have to overcome in that specific room when you encounter that NPC and agree to that deal. Then there's a plethora of future state mechanics that we're currently working on. Things like cursed weapons that deal twice as much damage but make you receive twice as much damage. Passive concords that do the same thing. And then we also want to build a sanity style mechanic into the game, where players have to weigh whether it's worth picking up more items and staying longer in a level, or finishing it out as fast as they can because of a pursuer enemy or other environmental hazards that could appear if you stay too long or take too much. As I said in the beginning, risk reward is a cornerstone to how we're designing our game. And we plan to have all these loops working together to create a kind of monstrosity of risk and reward within You Will Not Survive.